You two are the most Alex and Matt of all the Alexes and Matts I have ever met in my life, and I'm sure that many here will agree. Because you are authentically you. Your authenticity allows so many things to be real. You both are unabashedly true to what makes the core of you. And in each other, I believe you can see through eyes and smiles that exact authenticity. No one is as you, and my admiration for that authenticity is inexpressible. But what makes that authenticity I see in you matter so very much is that authenticity leads to empathy. Because you cannot know others until you know yourself. And then that empathy leads to true and impermeable love. You, Matt, know the parts of your heart and soul, who Alex is, what she feels, how deeply she cares and trusts and knows so truly, because your empathy, your ability to feel what others are feeling, to know what is true in their minds and hearts will never deny your knowing Alex completely. You, Alex, know and feel and trust so clearly because your empathy and love for all people around you and afar brings you a clarity and connection which allows you to so fully understand Matt and his selfness. Empathy does not come so easily for some, if not for most of us here. I have only recently myself come to learn of the power and connectivity of empathy, though I often struggle on that path to understanding my fellow person. But watching you feel for others, and especially each other, is inspiring and rich and a healthy soil of hope.
I stalked you before I met you. It's nothing serious, just some light reasons. I wanted to have an idea of who I'd be working with on this weird show my friend Dennis had cast me in. And so the first read-through, nervous and excited to meet you finally, I stood outside the theater with my dear friend Scott. Hold on. Half chatting and half watching for you to arrive, and when you finally arrived, I tried to act as cool as I could and said, "Hey, how are ya?" To which you replied, "Well, you didn't. You didn't. You just walked inside." Looking back, I'm sure it was just nerves. I know. But I said to Scott, "Ah, man, this'll be fun." And all throughout those rehearsals, I thought you were odd and maybe a little mean. But then, when showtime came, you were electric. I have such like a vivid memory of one particular scene. We both left the stage to get popcorn, and we're standing in the wing waiting to go back on, and you were smiling and literally bouncing. And I thought, who is this guy? Your personality came to life, and you were this guy I had never met, and it was fun. And almost 9 years later, and almost 8 years together, you are still odd, and you are still sometimes a little mean, but you are still electric, and this is fun, and we are fun. I experienced love and loss before you, but you were my first real relationship. And you took that very seriously. From the beginning, you were careful with me, always. You were patient, and you never made me feel silly or small or like I was too much. You were kinder than I could let a lot of people know. You have an emotional strength that is beyond me, and you also leave space for softness and vulnerability. You are funny and cheesy, and often both at the same time. And most me that I can be. And you make up for all the pieces I'm missing. You are my patience, my level-headedness, my enthusiastic confidence. Life can be really difficult and really dark and really scary, but you are my candle in the darkness. You have changed my life, and you make it better every day. I am so lucky to be so totally and completely loved by you, to have a partner completely committed to building a life together. As your wife. That's cool. As your wife, I promise to listen fully, to communicate openly and honestly, to exercise patience, to forgive quickly and apologize quicker, to stand by your side for good and bad, to never stop trying to make you laugh every day, to love you unconditionally. You are the Statler to my Waldorf, or the Waldorf to my Statler. I don't know the difference. You are the old man heckler to my old man heckler muffin. And I look forward to heckling the world with you by my side until the end. I love you so much.
Alex, you are the most important person in my life. You are my best friend. You're my best creative partner. You are the first thing I want to see every morning. You are the last thing I want to see every night. You are the person that I want to build with. There's no one I'd rather be with, whether we're watching YouTube, going to the movies, doing a show, walking through a flea market, selling your soaps and candles at an event, or any of the other things we've ever done together, or any of the things we might ever do together, including growing old. I love your sense of humor. I love the way you laugh uncontrollably when one of my very, very bad jokes actually lands perfectly. I love that we get frustrated and annoyed by all of the same things and people. I love that we've learned to exchange 1,000 words with a single look. I love the way we talk things through and make decisions together. I love how supportive you are of everything I do. And I love supporting you and cheering you on. There were many, many signs that I would marry you and love you until the day I died. But I think I knew for sure, like I really knew, that we would spend the rest of our lives together. It was during the first year that we were living together. I've lived in many different places throughout my life, and visiting my parents always felt like coming home. Then one day, didn't. But coming back to our apartment, after visiting them, coming back to you, did. I vow to always love you. I vow to support you and to be there for you whenever you need, no matter what you need. I promise to always take my fair turn, appeasing Linus, awful chaos demon that he is. I promise to be the best husband. I promise to be the best husband I possibly can. And I promise to, tweak things anytime you don't like what I'm doing. I love you so much.